Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Quadrifa. I'm really worried that today is going to start with just a dead Maya. Because last time the trial ended, and we didn't get an acquittal. And the killer said Maya's dead if we don't do that. However, last time we checked in on Maya, she may have been able to break out. Maybe? Unless her just trying to break out gets her immediately killed. Well, honestly, I'm terrified. Honestly, this franchise has already shown that it is totally willing to just kill people that you're close to. Except Edgeworth. Edgeworth came back. But I'm terrified. I'm still scared. I'm still scared. So, we hope for the best. And also, if she is alive, then then we're still gonna run into other problems about what the fuck is happening with this case. Because there's evidence that points towards Adrian Andrews, but also her story would make sense with that evidence. And she didn't act like all of the other people when they're called guilty, which in of itself isn't anything. People can act and do different stuff, but she's also seemingly not the one who had someone kidnap our bestie and threaten to kill them. So that's also worrying. So there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems. This is quite possibly so... I mean, not quite possibly, it just is. Out of every case that we've had so far, this is somehow the most tense, concerning case that we've had. And we've had some fucking worrying ones before. But this one is definitely taking the cake for... I am terrified at any given moment while we're here. Fuck. So I'm scared. I'm very scared. 5:24. Gee, the trial took a while. We have barely any fucking time to explore or investigate anything before the next day's trial. Next day's trial is like 10 a.m. It's already almost 6 now. We're not getting any sleep, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, well, that seems about right. That seems about right. Let's take Maya. Yeah, that pals. I gotta take it. This 8-year-old has been through way too fucking much for a single game. She's been through way too much. Jesus Christ. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. Okay, Phoenix, I know your whole thing is bluffing, but I don't know if anyone's gonna buy it on this one. I don't even know if the judge would at this point. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. But they did also say today. They did also say by today. And he won't because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. He's trying his best. Yeah, she's not buying it. Cheer up! We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. Alright. Mr. McMyer is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. Everything will be okay. She's only in more pain than you. It'll be fine. So... Hey guys! Glad I caught you, see? Hey Gumshoe. Hi Gumshoe. Mr. Scruffy Detective! Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. Just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. I came to talk to you, see? Yeah. Yeah, it's not Detective Scruffy. That's just Scruffy, thank you. It's no longer Detective Scruffy. But we're kind of busy right now. Hey, Gumshoe, what's up? So what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, see? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have any job lined up yet? You got fired like earlier today. No? Oh, then. What am I supposed to do now, see? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. Yes, that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, see? I can't pay you. Who do you think pays me? No one. Say what? You always searching for things that will prove Mr. Ungod's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, see? I got lots of experience in investigating and watching other people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, see? I'll take care of it all. I'm really good at putting 2 ingredients together and calling it food. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Undefeated Gumshoe gets paid negative $12 an hour. Honestly, with what he was getting paid at the police station, that may be a raise. Instant noodles, see? Best. I mean, I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to brag, but I can cook a pretty good top ramen. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Because you're surrounded by young people, Nick. No one can afford food that isn't unhealthy. That's the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Yeah, no, he kind of lost his fucking shit at the end. Never thought he'd say something like, he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that. That's horrible. We have instant ramen right now for dinner. Hey, I haven't had instant ramen for dinner for ages. Because I made a batch of curry, and the curry that I made, I realized I made too much. I thought 3 cans of chickpeas would be fine. It turns out 3 cans of chickpeas was a little ambitious, so I made 12 dinners. So I've had curry for a while now. I normally plan to make 8 or 9, not 12. So there is that. Though I am planning on making not instant ramen this weekend. I've been looking up recipes. And by ramen, I don't mean like a proper ramen, like a tonkotsu ramen or anything like that. I mean making sesame oil soup and shoving roasted garlic in it, and also ramen noodles and calling that ramen. But it's sesame oil soup, so I'm gonna love it anyways. Honestly, if it goes well, I'd probably prefer it over tonkotsu. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Andrew's lost testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean, I almost need it. Oh, why would you want to... I mean, almost need it to frame Mr. Oldbag? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that a testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick! Even that one prosecutor was better than that! Phoenix is still very gung-ho on it has to be Andrews. He is still very gung-ho. Well, his confidence is shaken. His confidence is shaken. But he's still very much of the camp of Andrews has to be guilty. Which, to be fair, I don't know at this point. Normally, I try to make predictions of what I think is happening, and honestly, everything is set up in a way right now that I think it's meant to be hard to tell. That's kind of the point. Because I could easily say, oh, it's on guard because of this, and I can easily say it's still Andrews because of this. And I think that's the point. We can't know the truth yet. So us focusing on one end goal because we believe that has to be the truth, is going to make us miss the truth. I think that's the point. At least that's Edgeworth's point at the very least. So, it could still be that Andrews is guilty. But are we going to convict Andrews and have her be guilty based on flimsy stuff because we need to get a not guilty verdict? Like, are we happy just saying ending it here because it gets us the result that we want? Which, to be fair, Phoenix was already pushing back against that idea a little bit before. Let's just go on Karma. Speaking of Visible Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Yeah, how is she, by the way? She was fucking shot. How is she? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, see? She's gonna be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. But she'll be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. At least that's the head. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, see? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So it would be good for her if you let her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, see? Go cheer her up. Go let her beat the shit out of you a little bit. Shot the soldier just like her father. Yeah. Yeah. Now she has a reason to constantly grip her arm. Whipping for therapy. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick! Pearl, no! You'll die. You will die. It's knocked Phoenix out. You will die. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck off. Don't. Don't you dare. Video game, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. My name says it chills down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt stuff, but well, it can hurt! For several reasons now! It can hurt for multiple reasons now! God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. This game just wants to torture me. This game just wants to torture me. I feel like the first game didn't have characters that pushed the limit too far of how annoying can you make a character before they're unbearable. Lotta got close. Lotta definitely got close. But I feel like this game has passed the limit several times. Like, there's obviously wild, zany, wacky, ridiculous, absurd, kind of annoying characters is part and parcel of Phoenix Wright, and you got to expect that because it's literally part of the charm in a lot of cases. But I do feel like this game goes too far, too frequently. Like, Hottie and, let's be honest, half of the fucking circus. Should we go there first and get it out? Let's go there first and get it out of the fucking way. Let's get this out of the way now. One dude still hasn't moved in like several months. Does anyone actually want to help him or? Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Oh, do I have to do this? Do I have to do this? Do I? Why?
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Ah, hi. Wait a second, yo!
Yes, I'm Dr. Hottie.
Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes.
Why are we here? Just to suffer. Your dogs know what's happening on stream, Mikey. It's kind of wild. Alright. Is this Edgeworth or Francisco? Director Hottie! It's Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth.
Yes, I'm Dr. Hottie. You've been in for this morning. Yes. What was it?
Director Francisco.
How is Francisco Moncona? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands.
Don't be annoying.
Good to see. I'm taking good care of her. Yes.
So I feel like this is a dude where if he showed up to Francisca, he'd be whipped to death. So at least she's fine. She's safe.
Yes, and that thing, the surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. Unfortunately. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. I think he's just worried about his sister and not focusing too much on the problems at hand that have to do with this dude.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all.
I'm not doing the hands this time.
And when I snuck up on her real secret like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
How are you alive? I think it's the first time I've heard you do voices. Hey, Raharon. I do voices for Race Attorney and nothing else. I do voices for this game, and I'm sorry that this is the voice that you've had to hear me do. Wow, Phoenix, that's what races in this country really went downhill since I left. This entire country's just fallen to shit. Edgeworth, it turned out you're the one thing keeping this country anywhere close to sane. I see.
She's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, the whip didn't work because he lacks it. Fuck.
Why did I cry like a baby? Yes. I think I can get used to it.
How did she let you live?
Yeah.
And there he goes. Hey, Francisco. Go back to your room.
You're so mean. You're so mean, my frisky friend. Frisky Friska.
Hit him again. Thank you.
Okay. Sunfire Z drops.
We know what it takes to get Hottie to actually not be awful. It's just physical violence. Cool. We've solved the problem. Hey, Francisca. Considering you were shot earlier today, you seem to be doing well. And I presume that's a copy of your coat? Because I don't see a bullet hole in it. It's freaking nature's first thing I see. Great. Hey, Angelo. Yes, there's been multiple people who have shown up right as fucking Hotties on screen. It's fantastic. That's awesome. Hopefully he's gone now. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix tonight? I knew I shouldn't have come here. I feel no matter what part of surgery recovery you're using the web hard at this point, but Hottie makes miracles happen. I just think Francisca doesn't give a shit. I think she just doesn't give a shit. She's a Von Karma. She's perfect at everything. She's not gonna let a bullet wound stop her. Just like her father, a bullet wound can't stop her. Her father was a coward and took months off to recover from a bullet wound. Here she is, later the fucking day, out of bed. So will she come back to the trial? I guess. Will she be the prosecutor for the rest of the trial? Because that could cause issues. Because they're all trying to show up to it. I promise he isn't like one of the good characters. I can't even say he's the worst. Okay, never mind. I actually still don't know. I was about to say I can't even say that Hottie is the worst. Because there are other people in the game who are bigger creeps. But I'm honestly not even sure. I'm not even sure at this point whether Hottie's a bigger creep than Ben and Trilo. I don't even know. Oh, you've seen it all? Ah, okay. Yeah, I do voices for this series. I kind of regret it when Hottie shows up, and most of Turnaround Big Time. The rest of the time, it's fine. Francisca's the coward, got a hospital not just performing surgery on herself. Yeah, perfect like a Von Karma would be operating surgery on yourself so no one knows you got shot. Hey, Francisca. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. In front of the courthouse? Jesus Christ. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. How many times have you been shot, Francisco? I even had volunteers running the trail this morning. Again, your dogs know what's happening. But that would have been too much for you. Mr. made to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if you're simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you, and the irresponsible deal you made. Oh yeah, you fucked up earlier today, by the way. You fucked up earlier? Whoops. Crime shooting's happening all the time in Germany. Totally. Totally so common there. Yeah, Francisco almost got herself screwed over. If she was actually there, if she was actually there, she would have gotten screwed over by what she did. But Shasha, just like a pop's faking me to sing sometimes. Because she was already gripping the shoulder, so now she has a reason to. I think I know what deal he's referring to. The deal. Have you altered the deal? Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ungard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any proof I made such a deal? You're denying it. It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. No? Well, I mean, yes, but not in your favor. Or while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime. Well, that isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with the evidence or not, I have only one objective: to find Ungard guilty of murder. The ends justify the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma. Adrian just believes you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happens, then Ungard will be found guilty. And what does it have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. Yeah, you actually fucked up, Von Karma. You actually made a mistake here. Again, that she gripped her hand before, this is a way to emulate her father. Out of admiration, not so much she already had her own problem with her own shoulder. It would definitely make a lot of sense. Absolutely would make a lot of sense. Or because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just the weak person. That's all. But you had to know she was... How? I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why'd she suddenly cut you off? Because she knew I was right. Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Yeah, she knew I was right. Sorry, I didn't mean to piss off your sister. Bro. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted. But to go that far? She wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Like, he lost it, yeah. Like, yeah, like, look at him. Like, he's like, holy shit. He lost his shit more at that than finding out his father, his adopted father murdered his, like, biological father. That card. What in the world is it? No, I touched the cable on my phone and it stopped charging. Ah, no! Sorry, it's very hard to get my phone to actually fucking charge. Because the cable port's fucked. So, I slightly bumped it and now it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get charging again. Charge, you son of a bitch! Charge! Charge! I need to get back to the intense, dramatic, thrilling story. Phone. There we go. There we go. Jesus Christ. No, let's just try not to touch it again. That's because that woman was flirting with... Oh, you mean the card. Also, my phone is a few years old now, so the cable port is really loose. So it can be plugged in and it can say that it's charging, but it won't. The only time it can be plugged in and say, oh, charging, because I've got a thing plugged into me. And it just won't charge. It only will charge if I go to my computer and it says, yes, it can connect to the computer and like transfer files. If it's connected that much, then it'll actually connect enough to charge. But if it's not doing that, then it won't actually charge. That's very annoying. Sounds on my PS5 controller. Well, it's my PS4 controller. Keeps disconnecting while I play Dead Cells. It's going to be fantastic for Alpha, and it's going to disconnect during Metal Gear. It's like Metal Gear's a stealth game or anything. We're losing control for a second. Could be like the difference between failure and success. I'm very excited. I hope it's just the cable. It's likely. From my experience with ports, it's probably the port. USB ports just seem to wear down over time to the point where connectivity is just really bad. I just wish there was a way to easy just replace the port. Controllers probably can unscrew it, but I have a Google Pixel phone, so you can't take it apart because phone companies are scumbags. You mean this? It has a shell on it. It's the conch! All hail the magic conch! Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. Let's say it in the middle of the hospital. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but you knew it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. Shelly. So he has a shell card. This dude has the most unsubtle name in the... It is saying something that this dude has the most unsubtle name in the entire franchise. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin. The best at that. An assassin. He's placed next to the victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews is carrying. So who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Okay, so he wasn't born... Okay. Okay. So it's not like... Okay. It's not like his parents just happened to have the name the Killer and he went on to kill people. Okay. Okay. It's either, you know, it's either a family business or you take on that name if you become part of the assassins. Okay. At least there's a reason for it being not as subtle as it is. Okay. One standing. The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Are you silly? Wendy Oldbag. I'm pretty sure her last name is just actually Oldbag. Means I saying to bring you Assassin's Creed all of a sudden. The name first appeared about 100 years ago. Why do I expect there to be something about the Killer showing up in Great Ace Attorney? I feel like they're gonna bring back the Killer at some point in Great Ace Attorney, because I know that takes place in the past, and just being like, ta-da! I say that I have zero time frame of when Great Ace Attorney actually takes place, other than the past. It's historical. I don't know anything beyond that about when, so it could be 1100s, it could be 1800s. I don't know. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. And just like his name implies, he sells seashells on the seashore. How do you do something like that? Incidentally, first, I played with Spirit of Justice, and it's currently my favorite. That's one of the ones in the future, I just don't know which one. Like, that's one of the later ones. We think it is part of his duty to his clients. His duty. If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. 6, okay. That's a lost one. It's also the last one. Well, of like the main things. There's 6 in the main series. I know there's a bunch of other side series, so it's also that. So, here we have this. If the cards left, it can be assured that he was the one who killed the victim. So it was neither On Guard or Andrews who killed him. The actual killer is this dude, the assassin. He's not just a kidnapper to get a ransom. He is the actual murderer. Then surely On Guard had to be the one who hired him. Because again, On Guard didn't let us be his attorney until we mentioned the killer's name. So surely On Guard has to be the one who hired him. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. Also, did by Andrews taking the card, did the police just not suspect that this was because... If the police saw this card, the police would have just gone, oh fuck, it's that assassin dude again. But because Andrews interfered, the cops now don't even suspect that it oh fuck. Okay, yeah, no wonder. No wonder Edgeworth was just like, look at what you've inadvertently done. Fuck. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. Great, awesome. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly the killer, huh? At this point, we just tell him. If he doesn't know it, if Gumshoe didn't tell Edgeworth, at this point, we just tell him. Considering. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya. She's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. So no, he didn't know. The way he was acting in court is just how new Edgeworth acts. After all of his soul searching that he did between games. New Edgeworth in court, this is just how he acts. He's not comfortable with a win unless he's like completely and utterly sure that he's correct. So all of his stuff about questioning things and stuff, it wasn't because he was trying to delay it or push it any further. He was just actually trying to go through every single possible avenue of inquiry to ensure that it was accurate, because that's who Edgeworth is now. But his trust between his clients and himself sounds like a dark reflection of Phoenix, since the guy's morality is built around believing in his client's innocence. You could all, yeah. I mean, this entire case just seems to be testing Phoenix's resolve as who he wants to be. Like as we saw in the last game, everything that Edgeworth had to go through at the end of the last game, that's what Phoenix has to do now. That's what Phoenix has to do now. Phoenix was just growing as a defense attorney in the previous game. He was just trying to become a better defense attorney and getting better at it. Where Edgeworth had to do the soul searching of what it means to even be that, what are the implications of what he does and everything like that. Edgeworth was the one who had to go through all that in the last game. Phoenix just had to get a bunch of innocent people proved innocent so the actual culprit could be taken down. This case is doing this for Phoenix though. Going for the whole truth and not just the guilty verdict? Yeah. So he had no idea. This is just new Edgeworth. He's actually just explicitly aiming for the truth, so uncover everything, even if it technically makes my case worse. I'm not a prosecutor anymore in the sense of I'm trying to get a guilty verdict. I'm trying to get the truth. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Where's Edgeworth's going to? Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. How about Maya's safety? Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find him. We don't even have a single lead to go on. Well, although I don't actually... Does Phoenix know that name, actually? Did Phoenix hear the name? No, he did, because he said it to On Guard. I was about to say, did Phoenix hear the name D Killer on the radio? He did, because he said the name to Dawn Guard, which is how we got Spencer. Who does know the name? There's only one way to save her. I have to get a Quiddle somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Corrado was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on Guard. Your own client. It makes the most sense. Now that we know that the killer isn't actually either of them, then it's who hired the killer. And it only makes sense to be Matt. It only makes sense to be Matt. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. Yeah, after you get caught, you get this full on, oh fuck, we gotta do this. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. So I had to come here first anyways. Allows Barrow to freely investigate the crime scene. Whatever it's in any case, I must attend to preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now if you'll excuse me. Edgeworth getting really fed up with how stubborn Nick is being. First game Edgeworth was the one playing hard to get, now Single Phoenix is the one playing hard to get. Can't you both make up and kiss already, Jesus? We're gonna wait until the end of the third game. The end of the third game, they'll finally make out. Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin? No way! Fucking Phoenix, please. I mean, he doesn't have a Cyclock. Didn't we ask him if he... Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. That's what he did. Didn't we ask him if he was the killer? Didn't we just ask him if he killed Juan? If he hired an assassin, and we ask, did you kill Juan? And he says no. He's not lying. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, fucking shit fucks. Dick! Alright, cool. Awesome. Maya. Please. Oh, that ask as you make it home. Safe and sound. Fuck! I guess even kidnaps are gonna be a little clumsy. Go, Maya, go! Break out! Make this a lot easier for us to solve. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up. Like how Nick does with everything in court. Maya, please. That's the point of the case, but it really says a lot about how this poor 8-year-old has gone through all this and still managed to hold herself together. Almost better than Nick. Almost better than Nick. Look, the fake lane is strong. The fake lane is mentally strong. You have to be. You have to be to put up with Nick. I mean, do spirit channeling. Sick burn. No one can burn Phoenix the way that Maya does. I know, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Click. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. I'm pretty sure we examined everything before, so let's just move. All of this is just, yeah, we've got no fucking clue. Alright, so we have a satellite dish. There's a bear. There's a thing on the door. There's a photo frame there. What is this place? Got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. You know, threatening and display. She's still the same sassy. Oh, my fake lane is just built different. There's videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. Though I can show them to sis and maybe get out of here. There's a giant TV. Never seen a TV this big before. And where's the power button? Phooey. It's busted. I'd so die a Happy Samurai fan if I ever got to see this, the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this. Ah! I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. Maya. Maya. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. I'm sure a lot of electronic gadgets here. What is an antenna doing here? It is kind of odd. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing. Drat. I guess my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Alright, what do we got? Why? Why? Why here? Huh? That's confusing. Very confusing. This framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. There we go. There we go. There we go. It looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste. Why is that here? I bet this could be a clue. Also a bear. Also a bear. Where have we seen a bear before? Or, more accurately, shit tons. That's weird. It's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this. I think it's a bear? Oh, how cute! It's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. Oh, is that what those are? Why? I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. It's so dark in here I can barely see, but... These kind of feel like videotapes. All of them. There's a lot of them. So what kind of room is this? Ugh, locked, of course. And it looks like I can use the card to open this door. Ow. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. Why is there a hole at the bottom of the door? If only I was a little skinnier, and maybe I'd be able to crawl through here. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. I'm just assuming it's to kill her. Ah! Hey. It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean... Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. Oh wait, you're lying. I mean, as an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Eek! Terrified. Terrified, terrified, terrified. Mr. Nick? Hmm? Yes, Pulse? I'm caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. Oh, right, yeah. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Credit is you, the guy is chillingly terrifying, and that takes some level of professionalism. I'm kind of ruining it, the Michael Caine impression, but it's fine. I'm sure ominous serial killer vibes are definitely gotten across with an incredibly butchered accent. Okay. Hey, buddy. So, detention center? Speak to On Guard again. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You Mr. Wright, you say? Third worst voice acting for the killer. Well, I imagine some people try to go for the super ominous one of the super ominous, like, serial killer vibes. And I'm just like, nah, Michael Caine. And maybe reword the did you kill Karaita question. Yeah, we should slightly reword that. We should slightly reword that and see if there's any Cyclops up here. Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on Guard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I've had defense attorneys justify defending clients. They know guilty is making sure their rights are protected and that due process is followed. I mean, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But there's a difference between like making sure someone's rights are followed and just letting like Mountain Guard get away with killing someone and then pinning the blame on someone else. Guilty people still deserve rights and everything like that. Like I can like prosecuting is just you're gonna put innocent people away. Like if you go about it in just like you got to do that and stuff like that. I mean, like the reality is the entire way our courts are run on a fundamental basis level is completely and utterly immoral, and stuff like that. Just at a base level, it is. But in this world, I can understand defense attorneys a hell of a lot more than prosecutors. Yeah, and even if someone is guilty, they have rights and they should be exercised. But the only way that we're going to get on guard innocent here is to put Andrew as guilty. And, well, if she's innocent, then we're trading one life for another. I don't know. Let's see what it has to say. Dude, as a lawyer, dude, I got something really important to tell you. What if I need like all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright! So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shoe. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you can drop by my house to feed Shoe for me, dude? My house just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? Feed your cat? Okay. Okay. I'll feed your cat. What? This is the dude who's meant to be the person who hired a killer. So is he like that and also just hired a killer, or is this or is the surfer bro just an act? This is terrible. I'm sorry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now. Shoe is a great name for a cat. Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna say, not the ultimate breeder, my dude. Visit my cat, Shoe. My house is a little ways down from the hotel. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. We're not gonna get to the crime scene at any point today. We are not getting to that crime scene. It is just not happening. Oh, I have to go to the hotel to get there anyways, don't I? Let's go to criminal affairs first. Let's just see what's happening here. Because it is a place that we can go to. Probably nothing, but... Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, will ya? Pass that victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick? I meant that's the Shelley stuff, yeah. Is Ron God really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls. Never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. 100 victims, I'm assuming they're talking about the killer. I would assume they're talking about the killer. Anyway, to the hotel. Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mr. Myers' sake. You shall not pass! Ah! Ah! Miss Oldbag, hello! Oh, right, I don't have a bowl. I didn't bring the bowl, and I'm not running to get it again. Last time I did that, I almost broke my foot. Oh, I can speak into my thing of calcium tablets.
Don't devalue my name and turn it into a ghost, you spunky-headed pettifogger!
Wait, pettifogger? The fuck's pettifogger? What?
Because of you, I made you get the bad guy, again! Although I did get a piece of confirmation to justice for a mask. Oh, so much more valuable! I wanted his heart! I wanted his dick! I wanted to took the shit out of him! And you got in the way of that!
I'm so bad!
Keep your hands off me! This helmet is airtight! No air gets in and no air gets out!
Fortunately, sound does. Why do you keep putting it on? Fuck's sakes.
Alright! Don't think you can get me to move with your silly questions! You're gonna have to defeat me if you wanna get a boy!
Bonk. There, I did it. I'm not hearing this. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna go through all the questions again, all the dialogue. I'm just gonna hand it over. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. It's Oldbag? If you would look at...
What? You wanna know this worthless piece of... Iggy's handwriting?
Pettifogger, an inferior legal practitioner, especially one who deals with petty cases or employs dubious practices. Every case we've dealt with has been murder. Every single case we've dealt with has been murder. What?
Edgy fur!
Ugh, is that a perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell. Is that just perfume of love?
Let's see here! Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation?
Edgeworth may have actually written that, didn't he?
Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly? Unsophisticated. Wait, unsophisticated?
Ah, Rob! That man's good at flattery. Fine. But only because Edgy said so, you understand?
Out of introduction given to myself.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook.
Oh, I was meant to ask a question, so I didn't get to... Oh, well. Oh, well, she wouldn't answer them anyway. Looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. Why is Pearl obsessed with people being in love? That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it. I think you knew exactly what to write for Oldbag. I mean, it worked. It worked. It's so mean, Mr. Nick! Feelings are meant to be told in the shed. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. Wait, she actually slapped you? Wait, Pearl actually slapped you? So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. Ah, what? What now?
One little thing, but oh! And what, before I go, one more thing.
Gotta watch the buzz of this.
Is this really what you want to hear? Do you want to spend your spare time listening to Oldbag impressions? I don't know about that. It sounds like a terrible fucking idea.
You missed the actual Oldbag dialogue. I am so upset.
You don't go to a guard's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
The team in charge of investigating the killing.
Today, man! Someone put man, you face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag!
It's definitely a different vibe.
Can you even understand what I'm doing in this one? I know you can understand in the ball, but I feel like this has a bit too much echo and reverberation in it. So I don't know if it actually comes across properly. Also, if you watch this at work, people are gonna hear this, go like, here, listen from your phone, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck is that sound going from your phone? I refuse to do any of my business here. That's what's gonna... I've forgotten how to talk normally. Fuck shit.
Can still hear? Perfect. Hey, I remember how to talk. I have earphones. I can't get away with wearing earphones at work. I serve to these people. Is there any point in me examining everything? Because I'm not going to. I'll examine things if we have a reason for it. Alright. Living room. Oh! Because we can go there. Well, while we're here, let's do this. We'll go to Matt's place afterwards. Anything that says living room, not just Matt's place. I'm like, the living room of the hotel? Was that just like the lobby? We're already in the... Oh, Matt's place. Looks like we're the only ones here. But she seems to take a job as security guard much more seriously than others. She has always done that, unfortunately. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Well, I guess the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Dick Lobster's back! Pog! Pogging Dick Lobster! This is sure one luxurious Dick Lobster. Almost to the point of Dick Lobster without everything blends together every Dick Lobster thing imaginable. Just being fancy. That Billboard give me something like that last year. Dick Lobster. Everyone on my soul wasn't even my boss. These travelers let just bring out switches in case the business is slow. So I serve like way too many people to do that. If I try to respond to someone via a text, it takes me like half an hour with how little I can type on my phone while serving customers. Including fellow people who I work with. It's like, oh, we need to call you and ask you about something. Sorry, I was serving customers for half an hour straight without break. Because Edgeworth told her to God. Edgeworth tells her to do anything and she'll do anything. Anything. Hey, city boy! Hey, Lola. This case is giving me a run for my money for the impressions. How swiftly can I switch between all the different ones that I do? And have any of them sound consistent? The answer is poorly and none. Lola! You're still here. Wrecking course! An investigative photographer eats or starves on our ability to snap out the scoop, yeah? And this whole just happens to be that order of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But, do you have a camera? Wreck given! Photographers gotta have cameras out of the ears like corn to a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and in the mouth, do you have mine? Your bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? It was evidence in court. It was evidence in court. We get less traffic because you don't really go to Game Shop unless it's for a big purchase. Yeah, where I sell gambling to gambling addicts all day, every day. And it's concerning. If she does everything Edgeworth tells her, we must ask her to tell them we can finally have some peace and quiet. She doesn't need to die. She just needs to not be alive anymore. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the books to the info I got? What, are you loitering in the hallway the night of the murder? Were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stores around. Got a few autographs. Took a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. Security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. I guess this means no one can tell us who came and went that night. Awesome. Awesome. It's about the night that was inside your camera case. Oh, that DDR! Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about on guard showing his manager lady on showing his manager lady on the karate? Words are hard? Yeah. How well? I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of rolled that on a whim, you know? Right, whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, there's a lot of random bulldozers. Wow, we got very close to a character just saying bullshit. Thank you for not swearing in front of the cell phone. Hey, what's with you? Why is there to be like my grandpa used to? I feel like he's on the other person who stood like this. Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Where am I out of shrinking here? I've been through a lot of shit. Sorry, Judas. Camera. Ah, my baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, it's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that red coat's friend, ain't you? So put in a good few words to me and get it back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, not the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. I don't have that kind of time, Lotto. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. Tablet photographer without a camera is just a tablet, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Get yourself together out there, you hear? Y'all come back now, you hear? Seeing us in court tomorrow. And you too there, little one. Give her the go to work, okay? Why am I seeing you in court? Why am I seeing you in court? Okay. Don't be big about your food now. Okay. Eat the dick lobster. Stop calling it that. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already? A Phoenix and a Edgeworth will be hanging out for 9 hours, nagging one another. Correct adjective. This piece of paper taped to the door that says one Karate's room. What exactly happened in the room behind this door? Even now, no one really has any idea. Bears! What are the bears doing here? I should start with a soft spot for teddy bears. Nah, can't be. Why is there a bear in fucking Tequila's Kidnap Palace? That's the real question. Oh, lady told us about this, didn't she? That we can't go in this room tonight. An investigation briefing is going on going on right now. That detective Gumshoe. He's not even a detective anymore. Not even a detective anymore. We can go to Karate's at least. Why is there so many bears? And why? What are the? That's the confusing thing. All of the bears are in. Maybe the real card was the bear. That's the weird thing, is that Karate's room is the one that's filled with bears. And Mr. Grizz at the back. So if Karate's room is the one filled with bears, why does Tequila's Kidnap Palace have a bear there? Why is there a bear in there and a chair as well? What the fuck? Who and or what is making the sound oong, 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 oong? Who is making that sound? Mr. Nick! What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? What the fuck is happening? I hate guys! Ah! I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon! Don't scare! Don't scare! Don't worry, it's not a ghost, Pearly. It's just a demon from the depths of hell. Oh. Oh, god fucking damn it. What was she doing if she was making those sounds? She's in Karate's room. What was she doing if she was making those sounds?
Excuse me! What are you calling a demon, boy?
Oh, demons are fine. Demons are easy to deal with than ghosts. Ah! Zoinks! It's the alien!
Where you going, man?
Right, I don't have one of the guns. We're too far about it being a demon. I don't have one of those guns. Can't afford to buy one of them on eBay. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here? What the fuck were those sounds you were making?
What is wrong with Yakums today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor one, and you're disturbing me!
Topic many times, no one, it leads to total inconsistency. I feel like you probably should watch or play Phoenix right then. Please talk to me about the night of the murder, just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at the trial! I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that part of a photographer at her night! She was waiting around here with that imbecilic look on her face!
That imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it.
Now I know how to assault her.
Spell inconsistency in my Ace Attorney? It's more likely than you think.
Now on a sec there, you little pipsqueak! If you're gonna take notes, always make me sound better than that!
Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything.
But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
Imbecilic look, yeah, it's gotta be up. Ah, pardon me. I was hoping you tell me a bit more about Mr. Wright.
He was the most popular star you know, especially where it counts in my crop book, and my book.
But I heard he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Oldbag.
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know? But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, there's like all this mountain of presents. The one present, but a lot. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, the mountain is pretty big. Certainly nothing to take a stick at. Hey, Sinek? Hmm? What is it, pals? All these voices making me yawn. The presents. They're all bears, right? He's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. Except for, like, the bag of chips, I guess? The camera? The briefcase stuff? And the rice cooker in the back, I think? Rice cooker? Air fryer? I can't quite tell. They're both amateurs. Now, Will Powers, he's the real superstar. Didn't she hate Will Powers? Wasn't she a fan of the other one? Oh my god, stop yawning, you stupid con! Oh my god, sorry. It's the voices. I have not been tired all day just doing the voices that just... Well, Mr. Greatest presence of his fans seem to be bears.
That's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Just fan of the dead one. Just like now! Bears? Why bears?
You don't know! When my dear one was training, he fought bare-handed with a bear! It was a bare-handed fight! He used to give it in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends! They went out drinking together! And it was like the premise of a movie or some shit! Cocaine Bear, I think it was called!
Wow, what a heartwarming story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tugging out down by a river going, heh, you sure can fight. You too, Bob, you too.
Sorry, it's about bears. I'm just hoping that there's someone who's joining the stream literally right now. Just, the first thing they see, they open the stream, and it's just me. I hope there's at least one. I want to go to my stream summary afterwards and see an uptick for one moment of a view that just disappears immediately. And then he fucks the bear, I mean, what? And she's definitely trying to make it sound romantic. She's definitely trying to make them sound like they fought naked in the rain on top of a tower. Oh, because, I don't know, cocaine you've been smoking lately. No, she's an old lady who's insane. She's on Valium. Actually, be more chilled out if she was on Valium. Did that really happen?
It's in his biography, Bob!
What a load of crock!
So ever since then, Ben's been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah, nice. Bears. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's been happening a lot lately where I just start yawning in the middle of the stream. I think the last time it happened, it may have also been Ace Day. Maybe it's just the voices. Maybe the voices make me yawn because it's exhausting. Oh, you insanity. Well, weed slows down your ability to handle it. Weed slows you down. So am I doing anything here? Am I presenting anything to you? Or should I just go feed the... Is there anything to examine here? Or should I just go feed the cat? Bottle of tomato juice. Bottle of food. So I was gonna say nothing, me eat a meal. Oh, this is her slowed down. Yeah, this is her after a few edibles. That's the real kicker. She's already a few edibles deep at this point. Alright, so I'm just gonna go to Matt's place now. Because there's a putty cat. It's just we've been into other places and we've examined everything before, so whether something will or will not appear if we examine it again, hard to say. Sure is dark. I gotta turn on the light. That seems unsafe. That seems unsafe. To have a motorbike just suspended in the middle of the living room. What? And also, dare I ask, the fuck? Jesus Christ. Wow. This is what a star's house must be. Looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoot the kitty cat. Well, this is not a dead body. It could cause one. It could fucking cause one. Shoot! Putty cat! It's a putty cat! It's a putty cat! Oh, it's absolutely spoiled baby energy. Someone who's pompous wouldn't put a motorbike hanging in the middle there. This is a spoiled brat. It's a putty cat! I guess this is sure. Ah, what a lovely cat! Hello, Sue! Meow! Cat seems to like bells. Pardon me. Who's saying pardon moi? So you're here. Wall-mounted motorcycles are actually pretty common among rich people for some reason. Granted, that's on the wall and not in the middle of the room, suspended by wires. It's a slightly different experience when it's in the middle of the fucking room by wires. Also, hey, look who's here. Look who's here. Hey, Phoenix, do you recognize this dude's voice? May I help you with something, Mr. Oh, we're lawyers. Yes, we're lawyers. Me and this 8-year-old child, we're lawyers. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm a lawyer, she's a lawyer, Shu's now an honorary lawyer. We're all lawyers around here. Hi, totally not Dick Killer. No, Dick Killer's red. We've seen Dick Killer. Dick Killer's red. This dude's not red, so it can't be him. Actually, I'm Mr. Ungod's lawyer. The Masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Very convincing. Very convincing name. This one looks familiar. He's wearing a bellhop uniform, so I guess not. That's the in thing with old people nowadays. The scar tattoo that goes the entire way down your face. It's just the in thing now. Nice to meet you. Meow. Why didn't Matt ask us to come here? Why did Matt ask us to come here? We've come here to feed a cat, and there's a butler here. Surely the butler would feed the cat. Why did Matt ask us to come here? Why? What? You just must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. That's a really butler-like, is it though? Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say, maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his master's affairs, and the countless affairs that he also has. You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard to kind of have a maid over a butler. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. Do you present your badge to every character? No. No, I probably should, but I don't. It's a very cute cat you've got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoe. Then why were we asked to come here to feed the cat? What? I'm sorry, I'm a traitor. Anything else? No, okay. Oh yes, I don't need the space to scrap paper anymore. Matt says crumpled into a ball and thrown away. Surely you'd keep the note just in case, like handwriting. Well, one tries not to be suspicious, even though it makes them more suspicious. Well, Phoenix doesn't suspect that this dude's a killer. Or D-killer, even. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Oh, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. There's also a lot to be proud of him being a butler in charge of the house. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I appear to be a murderer. An assassin, as it were called. So we should examine shit. Couch! Obviously the most important thing in this room. Definitely the thing that stands out immediately. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. Doing cocaine! In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Ah! What is me and feeling inferior today? And Belle's just like, Phoenix, why are you freaking out? A giant bicycle is flying through the air! Why is she ready to punch it? That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own. And it can fly, too! Really? Wow. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry, your average motorbike doesn't fly. You need that, like, one special one in GTA 5 that has the wings. Literally just a couch. But I feel unworthy to sit on it. It's just a corner purple couch. Nick, it's not that fancy. Oh, there's a giant cooking earth here. It's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit Faye Manor then. I'll show you one when you do. Has to be part lizard in order to fly. Exactly. Exactly. You got it. You nailed it. These masks over here. These are the masks of the case from the last game, right? Because isn't this the princess thing that started afterwards? And isn't this like Will Powers and the other dude whose name I forget? Ah, there are masks here. Yeah, that one in the middle is the Steel Samurai, as Phoenix very well knows at this point. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. Yeah. Yeah, they are the ones from the last case. They fought many battles against the backdrop of neo-worldly Tokyo. Ah, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid. The floor of your fireplace extends into the room. It's a hearth. Oh, so it just goes like, whoa. Okay. I actually don't know how much the click of my controller is actually coming through. There's no other sound, so I was kind of hoping that would be like, hey, I'll do this. There we go, now it's a little loud. There's a cat flap on this fucking door for sure, but also fucking fuck! There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for Mr. Onguard's cat to use. Oh, you mean sure? The door. It's locked tight. Bust it open, Nick! Break it down! Break it down now! Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. Get in there, Nick! Break it down! Bust down the fucking door already, Nick! Do it! Break it down! Ah! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck and also shit! And also fuck and also, as a side note, shit! Fuck! Also, shit. So where are we going now? Can we go back to... Huh? No, okay, nothing here. No extra things to talk to you about. I guess there's something that... Wait. No, okay, good. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. So, okay, Howling Phoenix here. So close. Actually, let's go back here. Okay. Just have to check. Just have to check. Okay. So it seems like we do have to actually inspect places. So let's go back here. We didn't make the title of this stream fuck shit, also fuck. I can't do that on Twitch. I could do that on YouTube. YouTube lets me put swears into the titles of things. I can't do that for Twitch, unfortunately. Twitch doesn't allow you to swear. Well, I can swear here. Look, fuck shit, cunt shit, fuck cunt shit. I can swear right now and it doesn't do anything, but I can't swear in the title. Ah, fuck. See, I can swear so much. Cried it. Okay, let's go back here. The clock is loud. It made louder roaring sounds, but it also looks like this. Like, if this was like a children's toy, it would be voiced like, I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. Like, if it was a children's toy, it would be that. Perfect, let's heck with you on camping trips. It'll attract bears. However, based on the voice that it made, it's closer to, I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. Which is just, like, the worst fucking thing to have from a clock. Actually, I'm Uncle Bear is also probably terrible. Both of these are terrible clocks that go off every hour. They have a cuckoo clock. It's nowhere near as annoying. What is that infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
I'm in my mid-20s, Oldbag. Oh, you mean Pearl. It's 8 p.m. Now that is unbearable. Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second. Making jokes about dying, given the circumstances, Nick. Insulting the Maya. 8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? At Oldbag's age, bedtime means like 5 p.m. Well, I have that at work where my boss has 2 news agencies in the same center. And the one that I'm usually at is incredibly busy in the morning. And the boss is just like, why is it so much busier in the morning in their shop compared to the other one? And I'm just like, because I serve mainly old people. And they come here at the first thing in the morning to get their coffee, to get their newspaper, so they can get home and tuck themselves in by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's why. And so many award ceremony ended that night, remember? So basically, if anyone was here, they would have heard the really loud bear if it was any time that their thing happened. If it was on an o'clock. Time sure flies. I believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? So I've been doing this. I did the same voice for John Doe and Dick Killer. They probably should have different voices, otherwise Phoenix would recognize it. Phoenix would recognize the voice if they did the same voice. I can't be a Michael Caine impression when I do John Doe. That has to be someone else. This is not a phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you're not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. Yeah, you did, you did in Francisco. One more day, please. All I ask for is one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. I suppose, if I must. Oh, thank God. Thank God this assassin is a reasonable person. Oh, thank God. Oh, I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Here's. Sis. I'll let... Oh. Look at the static all of a sudden. Hello? Hello? It Dame. But... You seem to be going through a tunnel right about now, Mr. Attorney. What now? Damn it! The transmitter suddenly break? Excuse me. Not a good time! Not a good time for that to happen! What happened? No. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Is it Maya? How did the transceiver suddenly break like that? Actually, I'm an electronics expert. Look at it. The sooner the better. Who's an electronics expert that we know? Do we know an electronics expert? I'm gonna examine. Because what the fuck? Oh yeah, it's talking about the lots of bears. Yeah. You're not talking about the specific one that's fucking terrifying. Even if you're on the trash can. I feel maybe the guy didn't really like bears. No, Mo. Mo! Get out of my dreams, Mo! Get out of my head! I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? So even the game's just like, yeah, the last case was terrible and awful and god-awful and fucking horrible. Then why'd you make us do it? Then why did you make us do it? Hey, Gumshoe! What do you know about... He's not an electronics expert, but we have no one else to talk to. Gumshoe, what do you know about transceivers? Hey, welcome back, see? I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. Orange Man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have time to. Helps. Looks like you don't have a can opener, see? You've gotta be kidding. And here I thought you'd already whipped something up. Oh, I know. As long as I know how to be helpful. Ask about anything you want, see? Go ahead. Well, since it's here and offering, oh, I should try asking. Look at my badge. Look, it's my attorney's badge. Oh, it's a little tarnished, don't you think, see? Don't worry, I'll make it all sparkly shiny again. I'm really touched. Oh, he cleaned our badge. An unopened can of corn, my favorite. I love it. Fuck yeah. Do you know anything about the card? Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Card. Edgeworth for some reason went pale the instant he saw this card. Yeah, I know what this is, see? You do? No matter what way you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. That's it. Oh yeah, that's right. Miss Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that. Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Miss Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? I was about to say Gumshoe was no clue. I had to ask. Hey, can you fix this? My transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, see? When I was talking to the kidnapper, there's something broken to static. Pardon me. Look, it sounds like this. No static. I don't hear any static, see? Huh? Maybe it fixed itself? That's strange. I'm sure it was making a lot of static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was like electromagnetic interference, see? Electromagnetic interference. Both of those are the biggest words that I've learned, ever. Electromagnetic interference. So what is electromagnetic interference? Phoenix, please. Phoenix, please. the wild thing is that this game is meant to be set in the future compared to when they made it, where everyone's ability to understand technology feels like it's before the game was made. And something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, see? Oh, when you put it that way. I understand what you're talking about. For example, when a cell phone goes up next to a computer screen. The cell phone on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Oh, old as shit ones, maybe. Ah! Pardon me. Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the it's like when you use the dryer next to the TV, and the screen starts looking weird. Oh yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. Grab all the players who don't know, like ballistic markings and stuff. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. She's 8 years old. Give her a break. So the room you were in when that interference with the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something there that sends out a very strong radio wave, see? Sorry, doing the voices just makes me yawn, I think. Something like, like a listening device or something. Ah! Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Karada's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it! I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, see? Oh, wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time! I'm on fire, see? My fingers are ready to go! Yeah, boy! Where should we going to, Mr. Nick? Alright, let's go. Why would that be there? Why would that be there? Ah! I'm so sorry. Ah! That one was just me yelling. See, the thing is, I don't feel tired. Like, I don't feel like I need to sleep. I just feel like I'm yawning a lot. No one knows why or how humans yawn. No one actually truly understands it. But I think I've cracked the case. It's doing stupid voices. Hey, you're finally here, see? Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, chips are down, Gumshoe's always there to have our backs. This is the most hype that we've seen him in the entire series so far. It's great. How many other times has Gumshoe yelled, yeah, boy? Which is definitely what he said. Definitely. I was reading the dialogue exactly as it was meant. Do you have a, bug sweeper? Well, you see. I got about to try to sneak in, see? Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So, yeah, I couldn't get one out of the place bug sweepers. Fuck. What do you mean you couldn't get one? When did that item? Hey, calm down, see? I didn't say I didn't get one. There's not the police's. Oh. I just stole one from someone else. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. Looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, see? Oh? By who? Me, of course. Saying this all brings back memories. Oh, you made a bug sweeper in elementary school? Why'd you become a detective if you were able to do that, Gumshoe? I'm so sorry. I don't look down on it, see? Sure, it looks a little beaten up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work. Trust me, see? It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. Isn't it better that way? Oh! Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right? See? You can see Gumshoe's bug sweeper in his locker back and rise from the ashes, along with a picture of Maggie Bride. Bride or Bird? I think it's Bird. Maggie Bird. I've completely forgotten that detail. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. And hey, Maggie Bird! Spoiler! Spoiler for... Oh, it's this game, right? Bird was this game, right? Bird was a tutorial for this game, right? Or was Bird one of the characters in the I can't even remember. I don't even remember which game was which for some of these cases now, or some of the characters more so. Bird was the yeah. So tutorial case here, yeah. No, I'm just hiccuping. My throat just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this, baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, see? So we're gonna find it, right? Right. Now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, see? The sweeper link, you know how strong the signal is picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the A button and lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's gonna give off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, see? Alright, I'm gonna stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, see? Oh, new mechanics! New mechanics! Lamp, check. Listening device? No. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah. And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry, wait, did we come in here and turn them all on? I don't know if that's what happened. Lamp, okay. Maybe I don't have to check every lamp. Oh, the phone. Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. Well, let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here. Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. No listening device and the tomato juice. Pearl says, don't waste energy, save the planet. Nick, don't you know that lamp is powered by Marco? That's the planet's life force. I can speak with the Marco souls because I'm a spirit channeler. I'm just trying to make this game Final Fantasy VII. I want Rebirth to come out! Even though I may not be able to play Rebirth when it comes out because I may not be in a place where I can stream. Who knows? That's kind of terrifying. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe. Alright, Gumshoe, I do property destruction, you fix it. That's how, it's called teamwork. So, is there a listening device in there? No. I really thought it had to be in the phone too. Oh, the phone. Cell phone. I have no bugs in here. Cell phone? Why? I don't even know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentions it. My cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Karine Village. I've also never lived outside that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Actually, so if you get in trouble due to me destroying stuff. Alright, none in the bottle. The dog. The dog bear thing. Ah, what a lovely bear! Ah, it's supposed to be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot! It's a real robot! Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick! Yes? How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies? Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, Nick, please. Have you ever noticed that? The only, people that seem to dislike it, the long-time fans, whereas most new ones, people are the first experiencing anything FSM related. But Remake loved it, so that's interesting. I'll be honest, I haven't seen anyone who doesn't like it. I've seen a lot of long-time fans and a lot of other people. I haven't seen anyone who dislikes it. I see people who are iffy on the nature of certain elements of it, but I haven't seen anyone who says they dislike the game. Well, the device isn't in the air conditioner. Ah, yuck! This air filter is covering dust and dirt. Oh yeah, this entire hotel's gonna get Legionnaires' disease! Whoa! Go on, Mr. Nick, let's wash it! I'm not being a neat freak makes me even the tiniest dust bunny look colossal. What? Oh, nothing. The TV! I really think the listening device is in the TV of all places. I thought that TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of those old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. Oh, this is confusing. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream. Well, you are Japanese. What? Pretty sure you play some of those advice. Oh, yes, he's saying. Brr. Been involved with the fandom for quite a while, and some of the takes that people have a dislike in the game or something. Again, I mean, like, I can't see too much of FF7 stuff because, you know, I'm avoiding spoilers. But, the people that I've seen, I haven't seen anyone say they dislike the game. I've just seen people say I'm cautious of where it will go in the future. Or that that takes up a bit too much time in the first game. I fucking love the game, but I haven't seen anyone who dislikes it. The radio's on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner! Professor, why is the Earth around? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick? Oh, I need to listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls. Does Nick know anything? Does Nick know anything? Like, anything at all? Why is that bear upside down? I just noticed this bear is just like, face down, ass up. There's a device in that notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So, well, I think it's like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? I don't know why the Earth is round either. I mean, that's just... Let me move away from that. Just naturally how gravity will work. Gravity's gonna just pull everything together into a circle shape. It'll just pull it all in together. Because if it tries to be long, then the gravity in the middle would just make things go bloop. The Earth is slightly deformed because of magnetic fields and how they affect how the gravity, like the things inside of it do that. So I think it's slightly squished, which is like a lot of things in the, like a lot of things. Just like where North and South Poles are, they go ever so slightly. It's a TV's remote control. It doesn't look like it's the listening device is in here. So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things. Like, could I make you change your expressions on TV on TV channels? Zap! That's just the movie Click, Pearl. Hey! But if I could, oh, the people I'd give the old mute button to. I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay? Okay! What's gravity? Slightly elliptical instead of a yeah, ever so slightly. Very slight, but ever so slightly. Okay, well, okay, one of them's the calculator, one of them's the hairdryer. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think. Why is it giving off electromagnetic waves right now? Why is the air dryer giving off electromagnetic waves? It's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. Or is it just the coils in there, just the way it's coiled is giving off enough by just virtue of existing? I guess if this thing can pick up anything that gives any type of waves, just the gravity that is normally in there would do that. Gravy tea? Sounds gross. Just a tea bag, but in the tea bag you also put like instant gravy powder. That sounds horrifying. A dryer? Oh! If you use it next to the TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right? Yeah. And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right? Hey, good memory, pals. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. Is the calculator a thing? So it's not the best. Yeah, may do. Okay, I guess that's not a thing. Okay. Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here. Okay, so it's baking something. It's not a rice cooker. Like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder. Is it an air fryer? What is that? What is it that has a loaf of bread in there that's on keep warm? Sounds like a rice cooker. And you did say consent sensitivity probably picks up even the slightest bit. Yeah. So just the way that the coils are set inside of the hairdryer is probably naturally doing it. Can I just say, by the way, that I have a proper hairdryer now, and I fucking love it. My hair's obviously still doing little things here that I don't like, but that's also because I didn't brush it last time because I was lazy. But I've like properly washed my hair and probably hair dried my hair the last 2 nights, and look how much better my hair looks now. Look at this. Look at how this fringe is obeying me. Fuck yeah! My hairdryer's sick. My hairdryer's sick. Whenever I use, because when my parents lived here, and anytime I use their hairdryer, it would just fuck up my hair and just make it really frizzy. So I don't know the difference between their hairdryer and the one that I have, other than maybe my one's good or new. Because if I use theirs, it would just make my hair just blown out to fuck. So I was just like, I don't want to use a hairdryer. And then I bought a proper one, and it's just like, oh hey, it actually makes my hair nice. Well, Scruffy Detective always says, gotta keep the trail and crime scene warm. And the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical. Alright. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look troubled? Just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. I just, sort of remind me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh. Well, anyway, the listening device isn't in here. I feel like that's referring to a previous case, but I can't remember which case had a listening device and something that was hiding. Was there a listening device, like, in the clock for one of the previous cases? Or the clock was a murder weapon at one point. The clock was a murder weapon at one point. But it wasn't a listening device, wasn't it? It was just a murder device, right? Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I could get more water for it. Okay, sounds good. Although she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device. What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but... Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. I made some coffee! Anyone want some coffee? I just made a pot of coffee! That fucking video. That fucking video. I'm curious whether it's staged or whether it's just actually just like doing it for the bit. But oh my god, that fucking video. Yeah, they tapped the phone, yeah. But the clock and thing, it was fine. It was just a murder weapon. Really? This pot can do that? Gross. Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Oh no. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay. Okay, looking at the obvious electronical devices has not worked. The obvious Oh, it's the fridge. This is a refrigerator, right? That's called an orange. I really don't think the listening device is in something like this. Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right? Yeah, sure. What's that to do with listening devices? Give her a break, she's 8. There's a camera. What's this? It's a small video camera. There's a device in this gizmo. Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Nick? That's what it seems like. But I wanna grow bigger and bigger. Well, then only vegetables is gonna help you there. You have to eat meat too. You can be overweight. Primarily not eating meat. You have an example right in front of you, Nick. Oh, that was another clock. Okay, here's the plan. Scour the room. We know what those are. We could just be like hiding in the curtains or the blinds or something. It is not. The best way to go about this. There wasn't any electronics, so I'm assuming it's not in something that's not electronics. Oh, it's that. What am I missing? Is the Phoenix still complaining about why he's surrounded by people who always eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Yeah, and the one person who eats healthy food. Hey, you gotta put a little more meat on those bones, 8-year-old child. That's the saddest bear ever. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's just... Okay, I was like, wait, what? That's it. That's just picking up that, okay. And that's picking up that. I'll be honest, I don't know what I have. I feel like every spot that does something I've looked at. Never mind. Never mind. This is a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? Ta-da! It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, did you guys find it yet? Listen to us, I mean. We may have been looking for like 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. No, not yet. But this bear's eye is... Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, see? Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got. No, you can't! Such a violent act! Off! No! Ta-da! It's a magic camera! And it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. Oh, what a emitter! Thanks, please. Well, Pearls is dead. The scene of ripping a bear's eye out was too much for her to handle. A transmitter, pal! Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff? Is this tiny thing's a camera? Yup, it's a pinhole CCD camera, see? It's a small high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no video set for this camera. This is only the camera part, see? The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changing the radio waves, and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Was running at the time of murder. I mean, I have an idea of where it's transmitting to. But then other questions are arisen when that happens. I feel like I know where it's being sent to record, but why? I'm starting to suspect that On Guard and Tequila are working together a lot closer than what this is being led on as a single incident. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage to the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, see? Looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, see? You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yup, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? What's so many? There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I'd guess. Do you know what a sismitter is? Mr. Detective! How long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, see? That's why it's in such a tall bear. So the tall bear has to sit somewhere back and high up to catch the entire room. Spy camera and the radio is expensive. And also, it's big. So there was a camera in this bear's eye? And it was disguised as a prison. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, see? And it's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave us a credit this present? I don't know that, see? Fine! This means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night. Is there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, see? Radios can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? It's like I'm sent its right eye. I got it! What? What do you got? Hey, see? Let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around the electronic shops and see if I can find out who bought this. That's impossible. It's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, see? Oh yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, see? My fingers are itching to go. Yeah, boy! Search culminates here, motherfucker! He's gone. Yeah. Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard. All for Mystic Maya's sake. I was gonna say, who is this? And then it says right at the end. So I feel like I know who it is. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ah! You'll have to excuse me. I just heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth! What are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I say, thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. Couldn't help but listening to a really dumb as shit plan. So there's a spy camera inside the stuffed animal. You're a one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is very expensive, luxury brand from overseas. Makes sense given that it's fucking enormous. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. The perfect place to hide something hidden. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. But how do you know this? It's his job to know things. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is just built different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really? Well, I guess so. Unless you found stuff as yourself, I'd see how you would research this. Find out who likes big bears, and they cannot lie. I mean, to be fair, it is like an 8-foot tall stuffed bear. I imagine there's not many people who make 8-foot tall stuffed bears, especially ones that look more realistic compared to all the other bears that are here. I trust Balls in Phoenix, but no, you're not into bears. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. Taking it? Bro, it's bigger than you. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm taking this with me. I can't get it out the door. It's awfully big. What if I set it down and I'm just gonna knock it over, and there's all these flowers. Right, I need you to come and lift this up and help me get it out of this room. Why is this bear so fucking big? Enter crime scene. Place 3 meter tall bear in pocket. Walk out, Edgeworth style. See you soon, Wright. Wait! You didn't take the bear! There's a lot of fan out of Edgeworth with the bear. There has to be! The bear is fucking massive! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Carida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright. Everything begins with the truth. Juan Carida's real killer. It was Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. On God. heart. Shelley Killer. Now I can save you now. Let's find all the answers to this case tonight. I understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do now is find the truth! 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 By the way, as I predicted, two-parter investigation as well. Another two-parter investigation. This case is intense. Investigations are two-parters now. The bear is still here. Edgeworth, you didn't take the bear. It's still here. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder. Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. Police are professionals, pals. They'll find her, so don't you worry. Are they? Are they? This is the police and Ace Attorney, or in general, that we're talking about. You sure about that? I feel like every single case has a thing of they fucked up, and it's not even just Gumshoe. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. He's still saying this. He's still saying, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. You're right. So the real person who killed Mr. Karaita was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the guy Miss Andrews found at the crime scene was to be proof of that. Seemed to be proof of that. But if that's the case, the new questions come to mind. My phone's unplugging itself again. That's fine, it's at 90% battery. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, there's still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? Hey, Sony, police false ignoring the most obvious piece of evidence of all time because they're raccoons. Shiny! But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. God himself. Was it Matt? If Mr. Ungod really did hire the assassin, then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he'd be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Ungod, right? I mean, when we first talked with him... Did you kill... Yeah, we phrase it as, did you kill Mr. Juan Karaita? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Karaita, okay? I didn't see any Cyclops at that time. Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? It's something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. So what's this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, guys? Want to bet everything on the Gemma into this here. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. Although somehow one had in his hand a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. So did On Guard kill him because of this secret? Not because, oh, we're rivals and I'm better than you? But because, oh, there's a secret and I can't let you getting it out. Can't let you get it out, so I'm gonna have you killed instead. Mr. On Guard's secret? What is this secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Karaita was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Karaita silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. On Guard. There's no way around it. It's 9 p.m. Good luck. Don't know how we're going to do that considering it's 9 p.m. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. It's still the matter of this secret Mr. Karaita held about Mr. On Guard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. There are 2 things I must know tonight. But I'm visiting us over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pels. Don't worry. Just had to check if I was still gonna be allowed into the other place. I'm not. Still can't check out Matt's room. Oh fucking Christ. I want to leave the lid off of this. It's my medication. I don't want to just like leave it exposed to the elements, especially when it has like the silica pack inside of it that is like meant to protect them and stuff. Hey, wait!
What is it, whippersnapper?
Maybe I don't need to speak to the helmet.
All I know is nothing has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was at this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was able to use it to search the whole hotel.
Thanks, Gumshoe. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? Gumshoe.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the quest came from Edgy Poo, so...
Oh, Edgeworth said. Edgeworth?
And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at an unsophisticated lawyer.
That's Oldbag doing an impression of it. Why does that keep happening where like sounds happen on my phone and it picks up in this headphone? They're not connected. And I can hear myself now talk. How? How is it happening that I can hear what the fuck? Electromagnetic interference is a what fucking thing. Alright, Winnie, can you please count all the grains of sand here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I'm gonna feel free to turn my anger towards you.
Ugh, gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
It's absolutely top secret, so you better give it to yourselves. I think they found a spy coming in one of the presents.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor one in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip's been going around about my dear one.
Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews? Well, she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Karaita.
I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who blamed that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too! How dare she not invite me to her illicit going-ons?
Wow, they actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I bet it can be nothing good!
I didn't say anything. Just the look on your face would be enough.
So you want to know about one and that manager, right? Game can't process having 2 faces on the screen at once. Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, one really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
Manager? What are you talking about?
You don't know? That manager woman, one head.
They keep showing this. I don't know if it's okay, they keep showing this.
It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Liz implants. Miss Andrews mental, right?
Yes, that's the one. That's Celeste girl.
Up top.
Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Karaita?
Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
That's really soon afterwards. 3 days after their marriage announcement? I don't understand why she's gonna kill herself. She's gonna get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What? But they they're gonna get married, right? They promised each other, right? Oh no. No, Pearl's gonna have her idea of true love broken.
They had a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Wright suddenly cancelled their marriage.
Oh, he canceled the marriage? Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
I see. They keep showing it.
The night after one called off the wedding, their manager, Celeste, killed herself.
Terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. Jesus Christ. Jesus. On that night, there must have been a few hundred people here. Guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. Looks like things here on the lobby have finally calmed down. Anyone here? Feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. Wonder if something happens. You're Mr. Unguard's lawyer, right? I don't remember the show's voice. Ah, yes, sir. Well, we finally found us the person you've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the on-guard case? We're taking the witness statements right now. Go to hand it to Miss Edgeworth. What's up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, don't tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnappers' demands and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah! Miss Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. Thanks, Edgeworth. What? I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk your heart's concern. Thank you very much. Such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content. Sounds like the police are pretty sure they had from most trial in the bag. I'm gonna go to everywhere, but I'll go there last. Doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around all the electronic stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Lozafels really appreciates what Gumshoe's doing for us. And is determined to make someone some healthy fucking food in this game. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. Guess lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. See, we got to see that Phoenix has never purchased lettuce. Whoa, lettuce! This is the first time Gumshoe has eaten a vegetable. Nick talks about how people are just like never eat anything healthy, and Nick has never had lettuce. Jesus. Gotta head to school. Good night. Well, good night, Angelo. Fall asleep at school. What? Make sure you fall asleep during all your classes. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I can put away my calcium tablets now. Or at least I fucking hope so. Surely I must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Miss Ungard and Miss Andrews are in the Miss Ungard and Miss Yeah! Detention center. What? Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Let's end with Matt. Let's start with Andrews. Let's start with Andrews. My stummy rumbly. My stummy rumbly. I'm getting a phone call again. I'll be back in a second.
Best wolf!
How am I... What the fuck is happening? My phone is connected to the headphones that are connected to the computer. My headphone, because I looked at this and it's connected to this as well. It's connected to both. And I don't know how that's possible. But I also don't know how that affects the electromagnetic interference, where while sounds are happening, like while I'm receiving a message or a phone call on my phone, it's like it's already activating the microphone in my phone, but then it's feeding back the microphone into my phone into the headphones? I have no idea what the fuck is going on with this thing. Because when it has an incoming thing, I can hear myself through my headphones. How? How does that happen? How does that work? What is that? What the fuck? Anyway.
Best Wolf!
We're back! Headphones and phones are confusing. Oh, it's you. Hey, Andrews. Sup, Samus. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. Also, I'm sorry to be visiting after what I put you through in the trial today. Hey, Rex and Salis, I'm happy in the Elite 4 building for those 3 frames for you. Because looking up and appearing in the final battle. Yeah, no, we stopped it and we went back. And it's just like, you know, it's definitely just Rex appearing for some reason. And it's definitely Rex and not like Micro Idol because it was standing up. Pokemon. Go watch the Pokemon LP. It's been a wild ride. Scarlet, in case you're watching this 10 years in the future. Sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. But there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Wright had on Mr. On Guard. I'd like to ask you about Matt on Guard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. He seemed to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Well, no Cyclops a bit on that. About Miss Celeste Impacts. I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. I really love showing the scene of someone committing suicide. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden a suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get a suicide note back and to burn it. I wanted to burn it? Why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. Suicide note. I wonder what it said. Why'd you try to frame Mr. On Guard? That's simple. Because he's the killer. That's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? There's a difference between informing the police and setting up a crime scene. Especially considering setting up the crime scene got you in trouble. But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at their doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? Phoenix, you know better than this! Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews. Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why did you do what you did? Revenge. For Ruler? It's a sad scene, so they got it. Huh? Did you say something just now? Cyclops, huh? Do you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But... Sure, I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge. Well, gonna save her because we're gonna do some of this. I imagine we'd have it by this point. Whatever they're gonna ask me of.
Take that!
Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. On-Guard for the murder? I already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you had a personal reason to dislike Mr. On-Guard. Miss Andrews. You may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews. A woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Wow, I'm really low on health. I'm really low on health. Good thing I fucking saved. Jesus Christ. I guess this is the health I'm carrying over from the trial. Fuck me.
Take that!
So it's committing suicide. What else would it be? Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such a strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impox's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. I really love showing this. I apologize if people don't like seeing this. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yeah. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, it would mean that he must have some relation to Miss Impox and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Can I do that? That's those two. I don't know if I actually have anything that explains the relation between Celeste and Matt. That I'm not confident on. If I go back, can I speak to Matt, or do I have to? Okay, yeah, I can. Let's speak to Matt and see what's up with him. Talking to him might give us a clue as to what's happening with her. It's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just off the bombshell me by saying that one Corrado was killed by an assassin. That the assassin's client is this man, Mountain God. What's wrong? Mr. On Guard? There's something I must know with 100% certainty. Huh? You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as a nickel samurai? Yeah. I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. Oh, somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please. So that's a problem. Listen, Nick, don't tell me. Cyclops. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. You did? Did you know about Mr. Crider and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tablets, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Coretta. Her mentor was Miss Coretta's manager. Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impark's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. Subtle, bro. Oh, Mr. Nick. What's a pizza? Is it like a kind of pea like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our mind off this topic and talk about something else, okay? This is 100% all an act. He's 100% just putting on an act at this point. Let's go eat one later without Matt. This is like, there's no way this is not an act. He's playing up the dumb guy so he doesn't have to explain anything. 100%. A strong guard. He connected to Miss Inbox's suicide in some way. Is that the secret? That he had something to do with the suicide? What are they gonna ask? That is so many. That's so fucking many. Matt's secret. Now let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Mr. Gray had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know anything about wine, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I told him he didn't want any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention, Mr. Crider, especially on that night. Do I actually have anything that shows this? This doesn't pass like Oldbag's 4. Probably not. Would I have anything that actually... I don't even know if I have this first step. Something that shows that Juan was... that Matt was paying close attention to Juan on the night of the murder. I don't even think I have anything that says this. I don't even think I have anything to do this. So the question becomes, where do I investigate to find any more information? Okay, here we go. We definitely don't have enough. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh! Mr. Powers! Hey, we haven't seen you for a while. Hey, buddy. What happened? Why are you here? I see. I got roped into this somehow. Like, you decisive witness? What? Now I'm gonna... Okay, it's not Lotta. It's Powers. Okay. And now I'm gonna testify tomorrow's trial. So decisive witness is Mr. Powers? Well, I was talking with a detective until a little while ago. I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest. And I was brought back here. Oh. Hey, see my face and old self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. No! I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? Oh, I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. Yeah, accused of murder and one thing, and now he's been dragged into this. You saw something important? What was it? Ah, well, they told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Mr. Mario and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Ouch. I don't have a lot of friends, do I? Ow. It's gonna do a lot of damage to Matt, you know? Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going on. What is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. Here comes that lawyer. People want to talk to them either. But you can tell me, right? Yeah, Edgeworth, I wouldn't want to talk to him at all. He'd never really turn a pretty face away, even know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself. Oh, cool, Matt's a great person. Love it. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! More than the possible murder he did. Ow. Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know? It's Adrian Andrews. Why is Miss Powell suddenly looking kind of energetic? She wouldn't fuck me, so I killed her lover. Damn, Matt, what the fuck? Nah, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? Bro, you played so sorry. Dazzling sort of image. But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. Don't you be so mean to yourself, Jesus. But it's okay, really. I can hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey! So did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and a suicide? I mean, Miss Impugs. We had something about her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day. About that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. That's so charged up. His skin is practically glowing with electricity. Go on, ask me about it. I can't continue this conversation now, but ask me about it. It'll be fine. Alright. Hey, so have you heard this? Did you hear about this? You heard about this? Celeste left a suicide note. No one found it. And they say that one went and hid it. This is not new information. We heard about that in court today. There wasn't actually any proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for one, that is. Now I'm just imagining like really rich people reading gossip magazines where the gossip in them is random workplace or neighbor dramas of lower to middle class people. Oh my god, did you hear? Did you hear that Miss Waverly, like, she didn't go to Miss Beatrice's, like, potluck because she said she was sick and she wasn't? She just has a beef with her because she fucked up, like, the pie recipe she gave her and then made everyone think that her pie recipe was bad at, like, the school reunion. And so now she doesn't want to hang out with her anymore. And it's just, like, fucking Taylor Swift reading this shit. Something bad for one, that is. Something bad for Mr. Karaita? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. A truly insidious man? Did you mean Mr. Karaita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? Now would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. Let's see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going to Miss Andrews. They're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Phone call. Phone call. Mr. Nick, your phone! That's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Pal's just like, oh my god, you got my old television show as your theme song? Thank you, Mr. Wright. I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. Sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, see? Oh, fuck, I'm sure what's happening. I'll be back at the office real soon. What's wrong? Someone really expected this happened. Mr. Edgeworth, he... Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, see? I don't know what's going on anymore. So good I... What the fuck is going... Now what the fuck is happening? Hello? What's going on, Mr. Nick? I call it get commission whenever someone downloads our ringtone. I get commission whenever someone downloads our ringtone. So we need to go back to the office right away. And we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Put yourself together. Maybe it would be good news. Somehow I doubt that. Somehow I doubt that. Don't worry about it, it's fine. My guy certainly gets mostly stuck to my drink bottle. What taking so long, see? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know about that spy camera. Eh? This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, see? Oh, it was Edgeworth. It was Edgeworth. The bear. I figured it out, see? I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. Yeah, definitely you, I'm sure. Definitely you go. But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth? I figured. Let him have this one. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who'd be so gross to spot another person in their room? It just keeps stacking up. It keeps stacking up. Matt on guard. Huh? Matt on guard. Your client. That's him, see? How the fuck do we get out of this? What the fuck do we do? Genuinely, seriously, what the fuck do we do? And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. You sure you heard right? What the person who bought the bear was? I had him in the department store clock, see? This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. Has an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. See? That's all you have? It's not just the receipt, see? Zoclock said so himself. He told me I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. On Guard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. On Guard's autograph out of it, see? So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. On Guard himself. This side is failing me. This can't be. Fuck, 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 fuck. And also, as a side note, fuck, 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 fuck. Proof On Guard bought a stuffed bear identical to the one in the Even the way it's worded is just like, he didn't buy the bear in he bought the one identical. So about the spy camera we found. Ha, that was a dead end, see? I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you to file away into evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear. Refiled into the core record. I know you want to give up, see? Never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in one quarters room was Matt On Guard. Hey, why Mr. On Guard do something like this? It is... actually, you know what? Actual question here. Why did Matt do this? Wait, why did Matt do this? That's actually a good point. Why? I bet it's got Miss Andrews and Mr. Carano on one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you gonna see him? Mr. On Guard, I mean? Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder on what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face with Pearls. Good luck. You've been really bad at that so far, Nick. But on guard, what in the world have you done? So let's record for a second. So what have we? So we have all. Yeah, we have all of them. Yeah. We have this, this, and this, and this. fucking real late, you know? It's already past 10 p.m., dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Thankfully, the wild high school seems to work good. Also, oh, fuck! Welcome back, Angelo! Fuck! And also shit! And also fuck! Talk. Yeah, let's talk. I'm gonna throw stuffed teddy at him. Let's talk. Matt's secret. Now let's hear what this secret of yours is. I'm described and successful in his plan. What do you disclose? So I don't know anything about one. Gives hands up, blue in the face, but didn't pay attention to any attention the whole time that night. I was in the middle of a nap. I know you paid close attention to Miss Crider, especially on that night. Which one of these do I actually do here? I think we're gonna if you're gonna see what happens if Van Klein was actually guilty. Yeah, what the fuck is the plan? Especially considering, you know, if he's found guilty, Maya dies. Take that! The camera? Someone used his camera to secretly film Mr. Karida's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And send the images the camera took with his transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? Take that! In a bear. Spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. He has one out of view of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure did? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Karida was you! Take that! You! Mr. On guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? Phoenix bringing out the sass. What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Oh, do you have any proof you wanted to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. You're the one who bought the bear! You bought the fucking thing. I have it here. One credit card receipt, Mr. On guard. It's from you bought the bear. Dude, all you can tell from it is that I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This is $3,800. This could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush! It's the most incensed he's been this entire case. It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. All right, never mind. This dude deserves to be found guilty no matter what now. Ew, elephant hair. That's what rich people use nowadays. Also ivory. Also ivory. Anyway, so-called clearly remembers you on your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So I'm gonna ask you one thing. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking at stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like a stupid lawyer to me. Hell, let's stop talking about this, okay? Does this dude just get away with this, like, in his normal day-to-day life, usually? Does he normally get away with distracting people by just saying, let's just not talk about it, and then they just don't? Does that usually work just because he's rich? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Grider's room and filmed it in secret is... The reason you hid the camera and filmed in secret That's the only thing I can think of.
Take that!
Adrian Andrews! There's a rumor going around. Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrado were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corrado. You're gonna reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you're gonna be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent. But it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corrado because of Miss Andrews. There's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set that camera in Mr. Corrado's room was... Oh, fuck. I'll be honest, I don't actually know where I go from here. I'm gonna back out. Because I'm gonna save. Because I actually don't know where to go with that one.
Take that!
I don't know where I go with that. Spy camera. So we do this. And it was in a bear. Surely I have all the evidence that I need right now. Like, surely I'm not missing evidence. I have so much evidence at this point. Surely I'm not missing whatever it is. So I just gotta work out what it is.
Take that!
And then we have the autograph. Then we do this. So why? The reason. The reason. It's not the gossip. Is it just to film the killing? To find out what the press conference was about?
Take that!
No. I don't want to do that. This is tapping right now. Yeah, okay, yeah. Push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Please calm down, clear your thoughts, and try again. I made too many mistakes. Your soul shatters if you do that. I wonder if I just present Celeste. Or whether I still don't have something. Or whether I still don't have something. Because I can't talk to Adrian right now. I can't talk to her. So what is it? What is it just Celeste? Something to do with her? Or do I just say because one died? Wow, I have like nothing. Wow, I have nothing right there. Wow, that is the smallest slither of that investigation. You get stuck with 1 HP. You get a very, very, very small amount there. That is the tiniest health bar ever. Jesus Christ. Can I ask something? Don't tell me what it is. Can I at least ask whether I have the evidence right now? Would I have the evidence that I actually need for this? Because I don't want to sit here like throwing a bunch of stuff here trying to guess what it is, and it turns out I don't even have it. I assume I do. I do, yeah. Yeah. The reason you hid the camera in Miss Gray's room and filmed in secret is... That's a lot of jumps to get to that. No. It's not to film the death. I think I should just say something. Did I present the press conference ticket? I did, right? I presented the press conference ticket, right? I think that was the first thing I tried. Yeah. I think I should just do Celeste. Let's find out what's happening with them. Let me do that. Okay, can I ask what it is? Can I ask what it is? Because I'll be honest, I have no idea at this point. I'm very bad at this game because I'm a stupid piece of shit. I've been struggling hard in this game. D-Killer's card. I was thinking that! Oh, I should have just done it. Okay. It is D-Killer's card. Because I was thinking D-Killer's card to film D-Killer doing the murder. But I just figured there'd be so many jumps to do that they wouldn't be immediately that. Okay. No, it is that. That's what I was thinking that. It's to film D-Killer doing the killing. I just figured we had to jump through so many hoops to get to the point where we're explaining that's what it is, that it wouldn't have been that. That would have been one of the later steps to prove that. D-Killer doing D-Killing. I promise in the next game I'll try not to be a fuck up, though there's no promises because I'm just getting worse with age. So, probably not. No, it is D-Killer's card, yeah. I figured this was because sometimes the game asks you to lay out things very step by step. You have to explain every single piece of the puzzle in a very strict order to go through every single step. Sometimes the game asks you to do that, and then sometimes the game instead says, present this for a massive logical leap, and then Phoenix will explain everything to get to that endpoint. And I can never tell. Whether the game wants me to just go, BAM! The end of it. To just do everything at once, or whether it wants me to break it down piece by piece as we go. I can never tell. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. That man's name is Shelly DeKiller. I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly DeKiller? That's ridiculous! Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. Oh, it's starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt on guard. I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shirley the Killer to assassinate Mr. Wanka Ryder. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt on guard. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On guard? You really did hire... Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? What? I'm gonna consult myself? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Okay! Okay! Alright then! Awesome! Oh, fuck me! How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt on guard. Where did you get the whiskey from? Where did you get the glass of whiskey from? Where the fuck did that come from? That's a new track. Fuck! Cool, okay, everything's fine. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. Really? So you are Shirley the Killer's client? You didn't really think I'd turn my own hand to this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me? I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about it is one is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? This comes across as whiskey here and not chocolate milk. That's... You're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why'd you have the video camera in? A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. You understand your secret. But I'm the weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the simple deed over their heads. That's like literally the opposite of what they were saying about Shirley the Killer before. That's what Edgeworth said, like literally the opposite. That the most important thing is that frost. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough reason to answer for you, little girl. So Matt's just an evil prick. So this dude's just an evil son of a bitch. Like, he's not just, oh, I killed and I didn't mean to, or I got worked up and I did it, or it was self- No, he's just an evil son of a bitch. He's just evil. Why? Why would you kill Mr. Karada? Someone tells me trying to blackmail an assassin is flawless. Absolutely no issues with trying to blackmail someone whose profession is to kill people. Why would you kill Mr. Karada? Real asshole, this one. Because he was about to sling so much dung into my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of the press conference, isn't it? Mr. Karada had been able to give it. And Mr. On God's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation has presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Karada ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, this guy. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Ever put out a hit on someone as an impulse purchase? So I guess he was just of the moment, but it was hiring an assassin. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt on guard. Ah, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. And he's being a cocky son of a bitch because we know he knows about us defending him because of Maya. Okay. Fuck. Tequila values trust above all else and on God who I don't think even believes in trust as a concept. 2 peas in a pod. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You're growing awfully quiet. I've been so deceived by you all this time. When we first met, I asked if you had killed one Karida. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told any lies. The person that did the killing was that killer guy, right? Motherfucker. All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. This fucking thing that has let us, like, see into people's souls to find the truth actually blinded us to the truth at one point. Fuck. You killed Mr. Karida! The kill has more morals than Matt, which is really saying something. It really is. Jesus Christ. I dare to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you son of a fucking bitch! Ah, but too bad. You can. You're my lawyer after all. Aren't you? So the obvious thing from the start is actually the truth. It's just, it's taken this long to uncover it and accept it because finding out it's the truth is horrifying! And I don't know how they give you a psychic lie detection and then the same guy shows, yeah, don't rely on it because what if you asked the wrong question? Fuck. You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Ah, but you can you? That'd be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Stick my You wouldn't want a testy killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours roped out if you lose. Scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I would give it all I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. Catch you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Hey, God! Hey, security guard! Hey, camera! Did you catch any of that? No? Fuck. What am I supposed to do? So So about that, getting the real killer or not guilty verdict. Fuck me. Now. You finally found it, Mia. No, Edgeworth. Sorry, Edgeworth. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the hard atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. What the fuck do we do? I gotta say, how do you compete with what the final case was in the previous game? Either Rise from the Ashes or Turnabout Goodbye. Like, how do you do another final case? How do you do one of those? After what we've been through. Yeah, okay, this is one way of doing it. Fuck. This is like the most horrifying feeling across any of these games. This is fucked up. You're stuck. Like, it's not even a case of how do we prove this or how do we get over the evidence. It's just like, literally, what the fuck do we do? Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? You plan on changing your strategy? No! You can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I really knew what a prosecutor was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. And you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. God. That man is Ah! It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense. And a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense. What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now. Yeah, Phoenix realizing that his entire strategy about how he's gone through everything so far has only worked because he's happened to got innocent people. Because the thing is, his approach, it's not a case of, because like, obviously he's being put into a way tougher situation right now because of the Maya stuff. But the idea of defending someone who is guilty, that could have happened on any previous case. It could have. Because we've seen, up until this point, Phoenix has been, he's been terrified and scared shitless, but he's been acting the same way, doing the same things that he's been doing in every other previous case. It's just that the way that he worked before happened to work out well to get the truth in all the other cases because his client was actually innocent. But we saw in court what happens when he acts this way when his client's guilty. Look at what was happening with Adrian Andrews. Pinning enough circumstantial evidence together to get the judge to say, oh yeah, it's Adrian Andrews, even though it's not her. By doing the same thing that he's been doing in every other case. The idea of any of these people going to be innocent made Edgeworth do what he did, and now Phoenix is going through the same. Oh, fuck. He's very lucky getting defendants who are actually innocent and also having the real killer actually testify and undoing themselves. This case is fucking great. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is doing this idea so fucking well. And terrifyingly so. Well, that may be true, but that's because I've believed my kinds to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. And what if they aren't? What if I were to get on guard and acquittal? That isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Wow, poor Edgeworth. Poor Edgeworth! Oh, so I'm second fiddle now to Meyer, is that it? Thanks. Thanks, old friend. Closest to you. I don't need to protect it, I meant Meyer. Oh. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do! Right. Did you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You're a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Why? People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, when you know the truth is not with you. To be fair, Edgeworth hasn't. Francisca has. That's not Edgeworth. That's not Edgeworth. He thought that his side was truthful in every fucking case. Until after everything happened and he realized, oh fuck, no. Actually, no, you start seeing that change in Rise from the Ashes. In Rise from the Ashes, like when he was stuff and everything like that, isn't just fighting to get, what's her name? Lana, like indicted. He is fighting to get the truth, because he actively helps you take down Gin. So he starts showing things there. But in the other cases, he thought that he was correct. Because he was also blinded in the same way that Phoenix is. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict. For a man I clearly know to be guilty. Again, it's not what Edgeworth has actually done. The idea that Edgeworth thought he was fighting for the truth all the time. It's the fact that he realized that he wasn't that made him leave for a year and pretend to be dead. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? How is Phoenix still not getting it? How is Phoenix still not getting it? Phoenix's stubbornness that he shows in his cases of fighting everything he can to get through is really not working right now. Bro, you should get it by now. Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. Wow, Phoenix. Wow, Phoenix. How does he not get it? Edgeworth wasn't even a response to that. How do you still not get it, Phoenix? I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What are you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What? I can't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. There were parts of Edgeworth truth is better, thought that peeks through like in Will Powell's case, when he still made people testify even though there was no reason for them to. That is true. That is true, yeah. That is true, yeah. Well, again, because we found that out during the game. Like, the whole thing was just like, oh, I'm just gonna let this rock. Because he was just like, oh, Edgeworth will do anything to get a guilty verdict. He made up the autopsy report. Updated autopsy report? Oh, it must be Edgeworth pulling some bullshit. And the updated autopsy report was truthful. It was accurate. Phoenix has had this view of Edgeworth the entire time, and it's not been the truth. I mean, again, Edgeworth is, like, still thought that he was actually in the right, like, truthfully speaking, the whole time. It's just, you know, he was on the other side of the thing. Phoenix is refusing to understand that about Edgeworth, and it's kind of making him refuse to understand it about himself. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding my hostage for Mr. On God's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Careful. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. To toy with me! The man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you're asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. That is a fucked up way of using the term aftercare. The heck is aftercare? Oh, right. I'm sure I'll have to show you later. My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. Kinda went to shit this time because of Andrews. That is what's called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. Assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did. Good. My name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you better keep up your end of the bargain. Maya, it would be my duty as assassin to see to it she receives a nice strong match. Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Well, that confirms that theory! That confirms the ever-loving shit out of that theory! Yes! Yes, it was that cat door. Why there? Why in Matt's house? Why in Matt's house? Surely there's got to be a better spot. I guess if it's in Matt's house, people aren't going to look into Matt's house for a murder he's suspected of if the murder is completely and utterly far away from his house. Maybe? Maya. The chat just fills with cats. There's a cat. There was a cat sound. Everyone, cat. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Hmm? Did you hear that? At the end of the transmission. Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? Shit. What is it? I think I know why Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately. All right. You hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, pals. Fight has only just begun. Yeah. I mean, if we get him, if we free Maya, it makes things a lot easier for us. And there's the bear in front of the door, fucking taunting us. On Guard Mansion, living room. Maya! Please answer us! Mr. Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape, assuming he's still in the area. That butler. All this time, he was to kill her. He and Hunger were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. No, fuck. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But a lot of cuts in it for some reason. It's covered in many thin cuts. Bear? Is that more of a thing for Mr. Ryder? How'd something like that be here? Right, look down. His little pet doll installed here. Ah, I'm sure that's for sure. Phoenix, can't. Phil John Doe and the bellhop are the same person. Phoenix can hear him meow and know exactly which cat made the noise, even though he heard both once. he knows animals better than humans, what can we say? You think that this came through that little door? This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Bam! There we go. Ah! There's no one here. From the look of this room, I would say this is on guard's private lounge. I think I know where the signal's been transmitted to. I have a funny feeling I know where the signal from the spy camera's been transmitted to, by the way. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals on a VCR. Check inside the deck. There's a tape. It would be an important piece of evidence. We're lucky at the moment the crime was committed before I'm I'm sorry. The tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. Looks like someone took the tape we were looking for and escaped with it. We searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. The little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Tape deck is empty because it's 2018. Here's a Blu-ray. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. This photo's down here now, by the way. Looks like a picture of Miss Impox. With love, Celeste. Miss Impox? You mean? Yes, Mr. Crowder's former manager. Why did a picture of Miss Impox be in Mr. Onguard's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Let's go ask Adrian about this. What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame! Huh? What's so special about the frame? On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya. It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message! What? Maya. Did you get in contact with Maya? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? Oh shit. Oh shit. If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lung. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Fuck. 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 Mr. Maya. Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is all about I'm gonna get. I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? One last look. Miss Andrews' cycler. I could just find out what secret she's on. I don't think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. Blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Oh, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. As Pearl is crying her eyes out. This fucking case. Oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Like, from so early on, it's just been feeling on edge the entire time. Like, the entire thing, I just feel so fucking tense of just fuck the entire way through it. It's, oh god. It's fucking nerve-wracking. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews. I've come to remove your psych lock. Yeah, everyone knows what that means. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can.
Take that!
Why frame him? Can you tell me why you framed Mr. On-Guard for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. On-Guard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something good. You said revenge. So you're saying I'll take my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. What an absurd idea. I don't have any idea anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that she would take her revenge.
Take that!
Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such a strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impox's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, it would mean that he must have some relation to Miss Impox and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Take that!
This is a photo of Miss Impox, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. What? With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impox's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, it's alright. That was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this in Mr. On Guard's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Why frame? Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes. But I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Karai didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes. Because of Matt. Because of Mr. On Guard? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. They dated. Like, they were on the side. Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why. With love, Celeste is written on the frame of the picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. toyed with until she was thrown away. So horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. The scandal would have destroyed that. But his wife Celeste and her kindness moved over to Oldbag Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan was such a good match, they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why our friends met. It was revenge for Celeste, and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. Is that enough? Is that enough to make Juan say, let's not get married? What, that she dated Matt in the past? Is that enough for Juan to just say no? What the fuck? I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Corona have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement, and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Almost impacts. That wasn't the end of it. Stop showing it. That day, all of a sudden, Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she'd never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case. With his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note, and after the ceremony was going to be it. He wanted that would cause Matt the most damage. That's why he didn't just let someone find it. Because he wanted to do the same thing to Matt that Matt did to him. Wait for the time when everything's built up the most and then do it. Okay, so Juan's a shithead too. They're completely awful. What the fuck? Like Juan called off the marriage purely because Celeste dated Matt in the past. Oh, you dated my rival before we met? I can't get married to you now. Is such a shitty thing to do. And then, like, the woman he was going to get married to commits suicide. And there's a suicide note left behind. And what's Juan's thought process? I can use this to take down Matt. They're both scumbags. Oh my god. Like, we've heard very little about Juan during this. We've heard about, like, the ideas of Matt and Matt just being whatever. And then we realize that Matt is just evil. Like, an evil fucking scumbag. We've heard so little about Juan up to this point. Juan's a fucking piece of shit, too. Juan is horrible. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Like, he's literally using his fiance's suicide to get against his rival in show business. Like, fucking Christ. Oh my god. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it, because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Not fucking wrong on that. Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was gonna burn it. I'd even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was gonna bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Aside from my Adrian is easily the biggest victim in this whole mess, the series does not dance around such serious tropes. I mean, Celeste as well. Like, Celeste and Adrian have just been used by these two fucking horrible people for a fucking shitty bullshit competition between two shitheads. Like Matt is openly admitted people are just things to be used. Who gives a shit about them? And it turned out that Juan's the fucking same. And you can tell that it's not just a case of, oh, he was being petty about not marrying Celeste, and it's just that one thing. Celeste died 2 years ago, didn't she? Didn't Celeste die 2 years ago? Well, she died a while ago. Like Juan has been holding on to this plan for this long. And you can tell that it was something that he thought of at the time of finding Celeste to do. Because he took the note then. Like, if his immediate thing was, oh, this is partially Matt's fault, let Matt be uncovered and just reap the consequences of what's happening, he would have let the note be found then and there. But Matt's idea was, no, it has to be when he's at a high point to bring him down further. And that's what went through his mind when he first saw it. At the time of her death. He was gonna marry this woman. Oh, they're both fucking horrible people. Oh my god, they're, as she said, hideous fucking monsters. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. If there's any reason to play this game besides the last moments, this case alone is one of the best cases in the series, period. I mean, obviously, we have to see how this sticks the landing. We have to see how the landing sticks. But if this case sticks the landing, it's going to take over Turnabout Goodbye for me. For just what it makes you feel the entire way, and what it's getting across thematically for Phoenix, and who you're up against. Like, fucking Christ. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, he's still gonna help that man. Hey, I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time, and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with my situation. Or with what I know now. Fucking Christ. Oh, fuck, this entire case has just been... Oh, fucking Christ. Ah, Jesus. Oh, God. This entire case. Who's ready for a trial? Oh, I mean, the next time is definitely the last time. There's no way this is extending to a third day. Which also means that no case in this game is going to go for 3 days. No case in this game goes for 3 days, which is kind of wild. But also, this case only goes for 2 days, but it's definitely long. It's a long 2 days. Because even both investigations are two-parters. Like, it'll be 2 days, but it'll be 4 streams. I'm pretty sure even Turnabout Goodbye was still only 3 streams. So, it's only 2 days, but you know, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happen. Oh my god, this entire case. Oh, guys, just... What the fuck do we do? What the fuck do we do tomorrow? What in the fuck is the plan? What the fuck? Yeah, as you said, Angelo, even with the low points in this game, Phoenix is just mentally broken after all this, and you don't even need to see his face to feel what he's feeling. Absolutely. I mean, if there's one thing that the game has, like, both games have been good at, previous game and this game, the writing is very deliberately done so that most of the time you're going to be experiencing the same emotions that Phoenix will be feeling. I'm pushing back a little bit harder on, like, Phoenix's stubbornness earlier in this case of just, my client's always innocent, so I've always got to help them. I've been pushing back a little bit more than Phoenix on that, but even then I'm just like, I'm actually not sure whether he's guilty. He might be, but I don't actually know. And stuff like that. But yeah, I mentioned it several times in the first game, and it's definitely still the case in this game. Phoenix is written to be the player character. Not in the sense of self-insert, but the game is written in a way that they know how the player is likely going to be feeling at any given moment, and then they make Phoenix feel like that. It's a self-insert in that regard. Not in terms of a character who's a blank slate that you can project yourself onto, but a character who's just likely going to be experiencing the same things that you are because of the way the game's written. And I very much feel that in this case. Very much feel that in this case. Like, every moment since Maya's kidnapping in this case has been unbearably tense. Get it? Because bears. It's just, no matter what we do, there's that feeling of unease. There's that feeling of just tension that just keeps building higher and higher. This is not the other cases of there's an impenetrable barrier to this ultimate villain, and with the truth, you're breaking down those walls and getting closer and closer and closer to breaking down everything to reveal the truth on the villain who has put everything up to protect themselves. That's not this case. In fact, it's even kind of gone against, like, you even get that moment in the first trial in this case. You get that moment against Andrews. You get those moments against Andrews of finding the one piece to break down another wall, to get another piece to break down another wall, and just go further and further. That momentum effect that this game has been the games have been so good at, of just, you get one in, and that gets you another one that's a little bit bigger, and that gets you another one that's a little bit bigger, until you break everything down. It's an amazing feeling that this game gives off, and the game tries to give you that against Andrews on the first day, in the first trial. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't make sense. Well, everything is conjecture. Everything is circumstantial. And their response is just not the same. And it is just, hey, you know that thing you've done to, like, win every case so far? You're doing it right now. And why does it... Well, I even mentioned it before, that, like, taking down Andrew's final barrier feels like a wet fart of just, like, is this how this is meant to feel? This doesn't feel... Like, every other final thing is so dramatic when you get that one final piece in. You feel so good when you get that final thing that puts the nail in the coffin. And it just doesn't feel that way with Andrews at all. It feels like a wet fart of an ending of just, I guess, this. Because it's not meant to feel like a victory. The whole thing you've been doing the entire time isn't the right thing to do here. Because you're going against someone who's innocent. And now you have to reckon with that. Now you have to reckon with the fact that you're defending an innocent, a guilty person. And also, you have to, otherwise your friend dies. And how do you deal with that situation? And I don't know! Compared to the first game that was more about overcoming external forces, this focuses on internal ones. First game also had moments of internal obstacles, but not just not as upfront in this case especially. I mean, the internal forces in the first game was Phoenix's resolve. It was about Phoenix having the strength to go on in spite of overwhelming odds. It was about him coming against something and going, how do I do this? And finding a way to get through it. Where this is just like, hey, hey, motherfucker, why do you do this? Like, at its absolute core, at its absolute basis, hey, fuckhead, why do you do this? Have you actually thought about that? Like, really, truly, deeply, why is this the profession that you've chosen? Why do you fight the way that you do? And then even if we do have an answer to that, which we still don't, there's a lot of external obstacles too to come over. Holy fucking shit, this case has been one hell of a fucking ride. I kind of wish that Turnabout Big Top wasn't the thing that we did before this, but you know. One hell of a strong fucking case to end the game on. Oh dear god, is it. Holy shit. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time I'm going to assume is the end of this game. And I'm terrified and I'm shit scared. This game has already shown that it's willing to kill off characters. And I'm terrified that Maya's gonna die next time. Because she's already told us to get the guilty verdict. And I am terrified of what's gonna happen. But I'll see you next time. Where I'm gonna be fucking terrified of everything. So thank you all so much for watching. And until then, this is version 2. Signing out.